ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 258. We did a couple between the last full episode, which was Wednesday, but we went live every night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday, recapping the U.S. Open golf tournament. It is June 8th. No, wait, it's June 15th. Oh, I forgot to update the date. My bad, everybody. Sorry for starting a little late. We were Father's Day stuff. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Hopefully everybody got to watch a little bit of golf, watch that inning. Oh, my gosh. JJ Spaun is an American hero, as far as I'm concerned, the way that leaderboard was looking for a while. I mean, come on, look at this little flag I got up here. In your face, Tony Kornheiser. My little internet thing has been showing two little bars, which is very concerning and annoying, but it's been doing it on my phone too. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe something's going on with our internet. So if I'm coming in staticky or skipping or whatever, I don't know what's going on with my internet. Maybe I have to reset it. Not too late. But anyways, it's not neither here nor there. It is National Play Catch Week. So that's apropos for Father's Day. I know some of the other guys are going to be trickling in here late. Tex will be. Edge, I'm not sure. Butch, I think, is traveling. And J.Y.S still at Oakmont, still course. Still at the course. He was there all week. Also, B. McCormick is here, as always. For those of you listening to the podcast, we've got quite a few of you listening to the show via YouTube and all those other things. Hit a thumbs up, subscribe. You know, we try to go live after big events, and we're trying to do as much as we can with as much time as we have. So everybody who's tuning in and paying attention, we appreciate that. We salute you. But whoops, I didn't even mean to do that. But anyways, yes. So National Play Catch Week. Get out there. Speaking about playing catch, JJ Spaun, his caddy, were playing catch with some beers, I'm sure. JJ Spaun and his family out there. What a week, man. As is tradition, I have my little notepad that I write down on when I'm watching majors. I just write down stuff. So we got some good drama there at the end. But Heavy Steps is here. We said Burns blew it. Dude, when Burns on when was that? Burns, I think. I can't remember what hole it was on. I think it was on 15, hole number 15, when Burns did not get relief, when his ball trickled to the right of the fairway. And it was kind of in that matted down, wet area. After that happened and he tugged his approach shot, he was done. He was so mad you could see it. After he finished that putt, I'm pretty sure he uttered some choice words under his breath. But yeah, we got the College World Series on, Steps. We got the College World Series. Coastal looking to go up 2-0 and get to, which is, I love that. We're going to talk about that. Heavy Steps. For those of you listening to the podcast, we film in front of a live virtual audience in the chat, especially in Rumble. Which means if you hear me call out Heavy Steps or B. McCormick or BMO or these are the OGs coming in here and just and part of the family, getting things going with the live chat. So but yeah. So we've got National Play Catch Day. Alexander Cartwright made the rules of baseball, including the 3 strikes, you're out. Take me out to the ball game, this and that, all that stuff. On the show, we're going to talk U.S. Open. We're going to put a bow on this whole thing. We're going to talk some Stanley Cup and NBA, very little NBA. We're not an NBA show, but, we do 2 or 3 minutes here because, I do watch the game sometimes, but not as diligently as probably other shows. I'm not even afraid to admit that. I don't even care. I love watching hockey. I love watching golf, and I love watching football. And I like watching the College World Series. So basketball, March Madness, that's about it. So if you're looking for NBA analysis, not for you. You can see that in the thumbnail. I don't put anything on there. We're going to talk all that. We're going to talk. We got an NFL quarterback marriage with their team debate. We've got a big marlin fishing tournament that occurred. We've got the Shambles Meter, and we've got Hang the Banners. We got it all tonight. Oh, there's Tex. There he is. Happy Father's Day, dude. Can't hear you, Coach Goat. I switched up my hat. I got the rope hat on. But yeah, Father's Day was was a good day. Took the kids to see a movie. We played some golf this weekend. We went swimming in the pool. We did a lot of different stuff. Wife was
Very,
working.
very similar. Very similar for me. Saw a movie on Saturday, How to Train Your Dragon. My kids love the animated movie and series, the movies and series.
Yep.
And the movie was pretty good. Took all my kids to see it. Swam. Did all the things.
I don't know what it is with these drinks I have, but I just spilled that all over myself again. Like I literally open every single one of those I open, it just spews all over me. So I'm sitting here with now this drink running down between my legs, giving me, oh man, I got to do something about that. This is really uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just tough it out.
Just tough it out.
Waterproof. That's terrible. That is really bad. Good thing it was my workout clothes because I pumped iron today on Father's Day because I can't be a father if I'm not absolutely shredded to the gills. But yeah.
True.
Yeah. We played golf, went to see a movie. Father's Day was awesome. Called our dad. Good stuff. Okay, Tex, did you happen to watch the end of the golf tournament? Because that's exactly what we're going to talk about first.
Nope. I was getting kids ready for bed.
Oh, that's right. Okay. But you know what happened. I know what happened. We all saw it with our own two eyes. It was incredible. My son ran out there and he was like, "Oh my gosh, that was awesome." So he and I were enjoying that moment. My wife said it was awesome. Phenomenal. Okay. Here's the final leaderboard at the U.S. Open. Actually, you know what? Forget this. Let's hit the salute your sports because let's salute. Okay, salute your sports. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about, the U.S. Open. I'll put up the slide here in a minute, but JJ Spaun finishes as the only guy under par. It was 10 the first day, then it dwindled to 5 and 4 the second and third day, and now only one remains, one under. JJ Spaun on 18, 65 feet from immortality, drains a birdie putt to seal the deal. It was incredible. Victor Hovland hit one over there with him. So he got to see Victor Hovland's, and they were the second to last group, the penultimate group, if you will. And JJ Spaun dunked one from 65 feet. It was the longest putt made of the tournament, which was one of the last putts. It was absolutely nuts. Unbelievable. Have you seen the highlight yet?
No, I was just trying to find it on Twitter.
Can you hold on, wait a minute. Can you imagine? Like, he was there. Like, pretty much it was, okay, he's got a 65-footer. Can he get it close enough after Victor Hovland ran it by? And there's no way you could have that much composure. Here you go. Here it is, Tex. Found it for you. Absolutely. So huddled over the ball. It's just the crowd, everything. Hold on. We're going to play this in segments so we don't
need to make it 2-putt.
So he doesn't have to make this. He's got a 2-putt to win it. There he is, 65 feet, front left side of the bunker coming from the fairway, or front left side of the green. Slight drizzle, a chance for immortality. Right now you can feel it, dude. You're sitting there watching like, oh, that's going to be close. You can tell by the speed. You've been watching people do this all the time, all day. So, oh my gosh, we have to keep pausing because I don't want people to, we've been sued before almost. But listen to this. Hey, dude. Listen to that crowd. It is nuts. Wow, his wife and kids in the stands, like first ever major. Unbelievable.
Yep, pretty incredible.
There's nothing better than whenever you get
I would say that's more exciting than Rory winning the Masters.
Love that take. J.J. had a good take too. He said, does this make him an absolute Ryder Cup lock? Which I think you have to. I think he had to do this I think you have to. Right? Because look at this. Wow, Cameron Young came in there tied for fourth. Look at that. It got crazy there. Whenever everybody started hitting 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, the last like 4 or 5 holes, it was nuts, dude. So what happened was we needed JJ Spaun to do that because we had Bobby McIntyre, Victor Hovland, Tyrrell Hatton, Carlos Ortiz. Who was the other guy that was up there for Adam Scott, who just completely imploded there at the end. For a while there, he was the only guy we had a chance to have an American win the U.S. Open, dude. Would have been a full-blown tragedy if we didn't have him win.
It would have been. I mean, you can't have the U.S. Open without an American at least playing for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So Bobby McIntyre had gotten into there and was just going to sit there and wait for somebody to mess up so he could win, but not so fast. JJ Spaun. I mean, he went 3 under on the back 9 to win this thing. It was nuts, dude. It was absolutely nuts. He shot a 40 on the front 9 and then went 3 under on the back to shoot a 72, which was 2 over, which got it done, and then birdied the 18th. All I could think of was like whenever the lights went out in the Super Bowl when the 49ers were playing the Ravens, and that's when the 49ers brought it all the way back. I was like, that was JJ Spaun. The lights went out when the weather delay happened. He had a birdie on the par 5 on number 12 where he drained a 40-foot putt. And then he drained a 65-foot putt on 18. So he was dunking putts left and right down the stretch. He made another birdie on 14. And then the drive on 17 where he drove the green. He had the cojones. He had just gotten the lead, Tex, on 16. He made a nice par putt there. And then on 17, he was like, I'm going to go win this damn golf tournament. And the 17th was only 314 yards. And he hit an absolute missile up there and says, I'm not playing for overtime. I'm going to hit this drive straight up the gut. Shout out Van.
Play to win the game.
Go win. Play to win the game. Herm Edwards did. He went birdie. That's how you play to win the game. You have to respect that, JJ Spaun. Unbelievable. I love it. He could have been like, oh, I'm going to lay up and play the safe card on 17 and not try to drive the green. But no. He put on his Captain America suit and went out there and hit an absolute missile onto the green and 2-putted for birdie. Love it. Burns, on the other hand, where did he end up finishing? Because that was yikes. He ended up finishing tied for 7th. I mean, he basically was cruising all the way until that whole, I think it was 15, where he doubled and then he bogeyed and then birdied and bogeyed to finish. 15, he had a little trickler drive, which that hole killed everybody, the long par 4. He had a ball that ran down close to the fairway on the second cut, or off the second cut, and it was really wet because it was a runoff, and he did not get relief, and then he tugged his wedge, or he tugged his approach into the green, into the schmutz, and made a double bogey from there, and that really made him mad. That kind of blew his lead, and then the wheels came off, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and then number 12, he had 2 doubles on the back. Number 11, I forgot about that. And number 12, he double bogeyed as well. So I don't know, dude. He went complete berserker mode the exact wrong way. And then Tyrrell Hatton on the par 3s, he was phenomenal coming down the stretch, but then he started getting in the schmutz too, and he started throwing clubs and went full Tyrrell Hatton mode, dude. It was pretty hilarious. But on the 13th, he was really good, and on the 16th, he was really good. He had 2 great shots. But he bogeyed to finish 17 and 18 because he got caught up not hitting the ball in the fairway. He was so mad. Nothing better than Tyrrell Hatton. But
oh yeah, he wears it on a sleeve.
100%. Him and Shane Lowry. Love it. So, but yeah, that was kind of how things, there for a while we had like 5 people that were tied at 1 under. And on 14, 15, and 16, there was like every putt was like, this is for the lead. This is for the lead. So it was pretty boring up until that point. But once everybody got to 14, 15 in the back, like the last 4 or 5 holes, it was just symphony. It was cinema. It was every putt was leader. Every putt was to lose the leader. It was great. And it was guys that really had never won anything. Like Adam Scott was the only guy that won a major in like the top 10 at the time. It was freaking hilarious. So, but Burns collapsed. Adam Scott collapsed. Kind of sucks because they had to finish out the JJ Spaun had that crazy moment, and then there were two guys that still were playing after him. Kind of sucked. But it was nuts, dude. That was crazy. I'm just glad JJ Spaun, American, got up there, got under par.
Yep.
In your face, rest of the world. So also shout out to the NBC broadcast, who just, when the weather delay hit for like 30 or 45 minutes, they just started playing old Tiger Woods highlights from the 2008 U.S. Open, where he was just draining like it was so funny because similar to what JJ Spaun did on 12, where he made that 40-foot birdie putt, or he made that putt, that 40-foot putt on 12. That's kind of what Tiger Woods did. And then Tiger Woods also made a long putt on 18 to win the U.S. Open. And that's exactly what JJ Spaun did. Holy smokes. So did Tiger win the U.S. Open? That's what everybody asked. That's, But anyways, that was freaking electric. So, but yeah, Scotty ended up getting a top 10, of course. He played terrible. I think he has 9 consecutive rounds where he's not shot under par at the U.S. Open, which is crazy. But he was really good today. He shot even par, but he just could not putt. Like, he putted so bad and could not hit his driver in the fairway, and he still finished tied for 7th. It doesn't make any sense. He played that bad and still was tied for 7th. So, you got anything else on the tournament?
Nope. One more.
They did football or golf, though. I told Jay by this yesterday. That was where the first football game was played. Oakmont. Yeah. 1892. November of 1892.
Rutgers in Michigan?
I think it was it was some weird school, maybe Pittsburgh.
I thought that it was Rutgers. Rutgers
might have been. It might have been. I'm not 100%
sure. Like they're
sure.
One of the oldest programs.
I just saw that they footballed our golf, and I was like, absolutely, I'll take that. 100%.
Look at Coastal small ball in here in the top of the ninth.
Dude, you got there are some dogs. They went off in the first inning, by the way.
Yep.
So I love that.
They just did a nice little bunt and run.
You have to respect
moving the runner. Yeah. Playing the game.
Play to win the game, like JJ Spaun. Oh, dude, that putt. I watched it like 40 times. That's one of those ones where you can watch it like 100 times. Like, if you're like, I don't know. I just that crowd roar. Like, it was unbelievable. You got it. Like, usually you'll get one and everybody goes, "Oh," but no, you got the full effect. I'm going to watch that highlight like 40 times. It's incredible.
Oh, hang on, I got to plug this thing in.
Go ahead. So, the headlines we're going to talk about tonight, the main ones are obviously the U.S. Open. I mean, just a tournament that was pretty much not boring, but it was very, you kind of got the groove after a little while of, okay, if somebody misses a fairway, they're dead. They're dead. Like, you cannot hit it in that rough. And if you do miss fairway, you want to miss like way left or way right where you almost hit it in another fairway. That's only on a few holes you can do that. And then it was, okay, can you make some putts and can you lag putt? And it seems like on number 15, everybody was just way the same. It was hilarious. 15 played the same way. If you missed the green, you ended up in the back, or you missed the fairway, you made it up in the back of the green. And I saw so many people putt from behind the hole down the stretch. It was funny. Scotty's the only one I saw make it, but here we go. JJ Spaun, the lone survivor, champion of the 125th U.S. Open. Love it, dude. I love seeing guys' lives get changed. Incredible. And also, don't worry, he shot a 40 on the front nine. You have what it takes to win the U.S. Open. Shout out Tour Golf. Don't count yourself out. That's when he leaned forward in his chair, the gaming chair, that meme. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
His win probability bottomed out today at 1.4% at 3:40 p.m. He was +2. He was in 5 over on the day and 4 back of both Burns and Adam Scott. At 6:33 p.m., JJ Spaun was still 4 back through 11 and was just a 1.8% chance to win. Then he birdied 4 of his last 7 to win the U.S. Open. In your face, dude. In your faces. People didn't think it could be done. Look at that win probability. Birdied 4 of his last 7. That's guts right
As
there.
tough as that course has been on those last several holes, was it 14 or 15 you guys are saying, and nobody's gotten under par?
Yeah, they were playing a half stroke over. They were playing almost a full stroke over.
Mm.
Those last like 5 or 6 holes were just crushing people. It was incredible. This is just some other tidbits that I threw in the slideshow. Adam Scott in majors is a timeless tradition. He's made like 96 of them. The last time he wasn't in a major field was June 14th, 2001. Scotty Scheffler was 4 years old. The Fast and the Furious was the number 1 movie. Ravens had just won their first Super Bowl. Wikipedia had just been launched. Tiger had 6 major championships. The Nokia 3310 was the most popular cell phone.
Oh, that thing was hot too.
Hey. Oh, that's what that ringtone was?
Yeah, what's that phone?
He's been in majors for 24 straight years. That is insane, man. He stunk it up at the end of the day, but that's pretty crazy. He only has 1 win, too. I think it was the Masters. And shout out to Scotty, dude. This Scotty Scheffler coming into the clubhouse before he teed off. He's got his collared shirt on with gym shorts, high white socks, and all white shoes. That's his. I don't know if he did it on purpose. That's as dad as you can get. Would you not agree, Tex, on Father's Day?
Oh, yeah. Dad Force Ones.
Collared shirt, gym shorts. You got to respect that, dude. Got to respect that. Okay. Also, I love looking at this picture where all the patrons had been walking where they had the fence. It's completely brown. And on the other side, I made so many jokes off of this. I was like, this is Stuart Sink's head. Oh, this looks like one of those lollipops you used to get at the baseball field. This looks like whenever a river meets the ocean. Like, just so many jokes could be made off of this. So, this looks like Tex whenever he goes out there and coaches football for 3 straight hours and he takes his shirt off.
That's right.
Hey, Buckeye McGroin's here. What's up? Welcome back. And then also Rory, dude. Rory, let's call him Rory Mail Rory because he's mailed it in. He's over here trying to figure out how he can get motivated to play for the Open Championship at home, the last golf tournament. I don't know what can motivate him. He climbed his Everest in April, and I think after you do something like that, you've got to make your way back down, and you've got to look up for another mountain to climb, and Open at Portrush is certainly one of those.
Well, now he's going to try now. I guess he's going to try now. Yeah, sounds like I wasn't even trying on that one. Wasn't even trying.
He pulled the 6-year-old on you.
Yep. Wasn't even trying. I didn't study for that test.
He ended up going. He ended up 3 under today, and then finished top 20 for the major. So I think he had. Yeah, him and John Rahm were tied for rounds of the day. Huh. I don't know. He's having. I don't know. He's going through some internal stuff, dude. He's going through some internal stuff.
Hot take. He takes a year off next year.
You don't think he'll just be done?
I don't know.
He always says he's tired of talking to the media. I said, you know what he should do? Like, he's like, oh, I'm sick and tired of the media. I said, you know what he should do is he should go down there on Paul Feinbaum's show like 3 times a week.
Oh,
Toughen him. I said, that's what I told Jay Valentine. I said, you know what his issue is? He ain't played nobody, Paul. He needs to go down there.
I love that. Just take phone calls from the SEC fans about where he's. Oh, buddy, that would be the best.
Because some of these golfers are like, they're they're pro athletes and they've been the best and they're the one-man team, right? Like there's nobody that can take blame, and they get all the credit, and they really don't get any blame most of the time. I mean, because they don't really lose, right? It's golf is not like it's head to head or I lost that one. It's weird. So some of these guys haven't been in the mix. You know what I mean? They haven't been rubbing elbows, getting roughed up. I say if you're a golfer, you want to learn how to handle the media, just go sit in for Paul Feinbaum like for a month. Get down there in SEC country. Don't be scared. So, anyways.
I was watching the slow-mo of those guys trying to catch that home run ball, and it went through some guy's hands and popped another guy right in the chin.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's no doubt. That was that kid's 20th home run of the year.
Well, that's the only 2 runs that Oregon State scored. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They haven't scored. They can't get anything together. Coastal's pitching is really good, though, by the way.
Yeah.
That's kind of their thing. Okay. Let's recap the rest of this. The most tip chart, players that were most bet, the Rahm, English, Straka, Bradley, Oberg, Neiman, DeChambeau, Cantlay, like 7 of those guys missed the cut, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, like 5 of those guys. But JJ Spaun, nowhere to be seen. So unfortunate for Golf Tips Checker, but always electric. And here are the guys, dude. Guys for your DFS lineup. Aaron Rye, pretty sure he made the cut. Sam Stevens made the cut. Keegan Bradley, good weekend. Russell Henley, good weekend. DeChambeau cut, and I think Hubbard got cut. So not bad. Not bad at all.
Hedgeman went with what he thought was a shoe in.
And he got booted.
Idiot.
In your face, Edge. In your face. Yeah, Aaron Rye was tied for 33rd. There you go. So DeChambeau in his face. Oh, love it. Okay. I think that's a wrap on the US Open, man. I watched so much of the US Open. It was absolutely absurd how much I watched. But I love the majors in golf. That's just the way it is. Oh, we're bottom 9 here at Coastal and Oregon State.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One guy out. Okay. Coastal Carolina looking to go 2-0 right into the winner's bracket.
Yep.
Okay. What we got next? Oh, 2 minutes NBA. The Thunder beat the Pacers in Game 4 in Indianapolis. So the series is tied 2-2, and everybody was really sad. And that was the first Pacers loss with Caitlin Clark in the arena. They normally and previously had been 8-1 in the 2025 postseason. So, yikes. Hate to see that. Hate to see Caitlin Clark lose a game like that. And also during the game, Stephen A. Smith was caught playing solitaire during the game.
Yeah, but was it a commercial break?
I don't know, dude. People are ripping him for it. Like, this guy made $110 million. He does not care. He can do whatever he wants for the rest of his life. They just signed him to like a 5-year, $20 million a year. So, but I don't.
I'm still looking for that Stephen A. Smith gymnasium at Winston-Salem State, though.
Good point. Give back to the community, Stephen A.
Give back to the community, Stephen A. Give back to where it all began.
I do.
You owe them everything.
That's right. I think we had the game on when we were doing the recaps. So I don't know who's going to win that. I'm not really sure, but I just hope they keep playing. So just in case we need something to watch, we can turn that on. At least it'll be on. But that's about all the basketball that we're going to talk, because I said at the beginning, this is not where you want to come for NBA analysis. And that was 2 minutes, just exactly. There you go. 2 minutes of NBA. Yep. We did it. However, we did have 2 hockey games between last show and this show. First of all, buddy, that game the other night where the Oilers came back was nuts. Absolutely nuts. You had the Panthers, I think, tied it with like 17 seconds to go. And then the Oilers won it. Draisaitl. Teams record of teams leading by 3+ goals after the first period in the Stanley Cup Finals were 37-0. And in Game 4, they are now 37-1 because of what the Oilers did on the comeback, which was very odd because it looked like it was done. Oh, we got 2 outs here, Tex.
Yep.
2 outs. 2 outs for the Chanticleers. I don't even like Coastal, but I do respect Coastal.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I have to pull for him because it's just awesome. It's phenomenal.
Because it's the conference, part of the same
Now,
conference.
Tex, you will love this. There's this guy called the Juice Man who was sending out pictures of eating 2 pounds of Rally baked beans. That's how you lead from the front, because he said he was going to eat an exorbitant amount of baked beans to motivate the Oilers on their Game 4. And he ended up eating those beans, and the Oilers came back and won. So he went viral for eating baked beans. They motivating the boys.
That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Hey, you know what? I don't really mind baked beans. Like, if you do them right, if you get them done the right way, they're really good. I mean, it's not even healthy for you at that point, because it's usually full of like bacon and butter and lots of brown sugar. But man, they taste really good.
They do, yes. But I don't know. It doesn't look appetizing right there. But you have to give this guy credit because he held us into the bargain. He went rally.
If you've ever had some really good baked beans, they never really look appetizing, but they taste so good. Like I've had some with some fat back in there, some pork fat back, buddy.
Perfect combo with the savory and the sweet.
Yep.
Man, can you imagine the damage that guy did the next morning to himself in his own bathroom?
Yeah, I'm sure. He was probably hating life there for a good 5 minutes.
But he's the Juice Man. He's gonna have to pull out the stops if they're gonna get a win in Florida. But shout out this guy.
4 pounds minimum.
I don't know what else he's gonna do. But poor Sam Burns. I started saying Beans, and then I thought Burns, and I was like, oh my gosh, Burns just collapsed. So did Adam Scott. They just fell apart. And then Game 5 happened. Dude, the Panthers just destroyed him. I mean, the other game, Travis Kelce and what's-her-face were there, Taylor Swift, and that was they can't help themselves. If they're there, it was just after every goal, it was, oh my gosh, there they are. Look at this, whatever. But anyways, they come back and win 5-2. Shout out Edge, not here though. Game 5, and just absolutely throttle them. And really, the story, of course, is obviously the third line, of course, but it's really this guy. Oh,
that guy! Yeah, I saw that, and I saw that in the game. I was like, "What in the world?"
They got him on. I don't know if that was
that's the biggest. How dare you?
That is a huge how dare you! But you can't tell me they cut right to him, knowing that he probably was going to do that, right?
Yeah,
you can't. Yeah, that can't just be happenstance. You know what I mean?
Or maybe he'd been doing it all game. He'd been switching jerseys every goal. I don't know. But I saw that. I thought it was weird.
But it's this guy. I don't know. Brad Marchand they owe this guy a gazillion dollars. I was talking to your brother-in-law whenever I was at the flag football game last weekend, and I was like, that third line and him are just wrecking people's lives. And he said he's a first line talent that's playing on a third line. I was like, and it shows because he's got 5 games, 6 goals, 2 game winners. He's our age.
Whenever the Penguins were so good back in the 2000s and 2010s, they always had that third line. And it was Jordan Stahl there for a while.
Yep.
And then it was Bonino whenever he was hot.
Bonino.
Yep, Bonino.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's really what you need. Like you need a goalie and a good third line.
Well, the third line's it's just every time I look up, Luosterainen's assisting Sam. It's Sam Bennett's doing the same thing. They got Sam Bennett, who's also got like 16 playoff goals. And that third line, there's Luosterainen, Lundell, and they just keep and him and Marchand, and they just like interchange those guys all throughout the lineup, and they're just mowing people down. It's unbelievable.
Yep.
It's freaking unbelievable. So,
and it's pretty incredible at 37 years old what he's doing too. I mean, I couldn't even imagine playing.
did you see the movie he
One
put on the
game.
guy, the first goal?
Yeah, he dipsy-dooed him, juked him right out of his skates.
Yep.
Went around him and straight up.
And then 5-hold the goalie,
Yep.
which the Oilers have a full-blown goalie controversy on their hands. They're in goalie purgatory. They pulled Skinner that one game and then put Pickard in, and he rallied the comeback, and then they started Pickard, and now everybody's like, they got to start Skinner. And so here they are again. Here they are again in the same predicament.
I would say you got to start Skinner too after that game. I would say you got to start Skinner.
I think you have to. Is there a way you can make him like the How to Train Your Dragon that has 2 heads, and just be like, we're just gonna Siamese twin these goalies real quick?
I don't know.
But he is. It just, and then have you seen him after the game? They like shoot rats at him and stuff. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
they're just face washing and bullying everybody, and then they're like shooting squeaky toys at each other all after the game. They're like, this is so much fun. Connor McDavid might go insane if they lose this,
dude. Yeah, did you see his face after he scored that? He scored that goal, which was a beauty, by the way.
Yep.
And then and then he didn't need like no emotion. He was just like, let's get back in this game. He didn't even care. He's like, I scored a goal, whatever. Let's just freaking try and get back in this game. They couldn't. There's nothing they could do.
They got it to 3-1, and then immediately the Panthers they can't stop. They can't stop. The Oilers cannot stop trying to play Panther puck. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They keep wanting to be like, oh, we're gonna play like they do. So do you think it's over in 6?
Yeah. I predicted with my brother-in-law Panthers in 6.
Well, there you go.
It's going home to Florida. I want them to win at home.
They have to win at home. I hate seeing teams win the Stanley Cup on the road. If the Panthers don't win it, I want the Oilers to win it in 7.
Yes. If it doesn't get won tomorrow, I want the Oilers to win it too. Because how incredible would that be?
Oh my God, they would.
But they've got to be on it, man. They got to be on it.
Well, can you stop the third line? Nobody's been able to stop the third line. Period. Nobody. So Brad Marchand joins Mario Lemieux as the only players in NHL history to score 5 goals in multiple Stanley Cup finals in the last 59 years. It's just stupid, dude. And they're just chugging blizzards in everybody's face. They're shotgunning blizzards in the middle of the game. It's just, they're just having snowball fights. Dairy Queen. It's hilarious. Look at that, by the way. Look at that bucket that Lemieux used to wear.
Yep.
Look at that thing. It looks like the inside of a football helmet bladder.
Dude, ugliest helmet. Him, Yager with the Yaffa.
Yep.
Messier had a funky one. Yeah.
Messier had like the thickest head pad ever.
And Gretzky's was like just like a plastic shell.
Yes. Yeah. It looked like one of those chocolate bags.
Yeah.
Oh. It's insane. Okay, so I got more Brad Marchand stuff. He leads all active players in Stanley Cup final goals at 13. He's the first player to score 6 goals in a Cup final series since 1988. First player to score 5+ goals in a Cup final for 2 different teams. Most roll goals in a Cup final series, 5. 10 goals in 22 playoff games at age 37. They're gonna pay him $70 million. He's not going to go anywhere. No state tax in income tax in Florida either. He may never leave. Anything else on the Stanley Cup, dude?
No.
Great
series, though. Great series.
It has been very good, except Florida, when they get going, they blow them out. But we're going to see about as good as the Oilers. And shout out Draisaitl. He set all kinds of records with that overtime goal, too. I think he's got 5 overtime goals this playoffs. Okay, on to the College World Series. Speaking of which, the College World Series, Coastal Carolina just beat Oregon State 6-2. They are the 2-0 team in this top bracket. Shout out Projected Sports, I think. Awesome account on Twitter. They make the most beautiful graphics I've ever seen. Go follow them at PROJ Sports on Twitter. They make the best. Like, if you're looking how to view games throughout the day or on a weekend, you're trying to plan it, they make awesome graphics. Dude, the Shots have got a huge crowd in Omaha. Holy smokes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Oregon State moves on or will play. Who won the game today? I forget.
It was Louisville.
Louisville won?
Mm-hmm.
They came back? Remember, I was watching that game. Then I went swimming with the kids. Yeah, Louisville's late rally knocks Arizona out of the – wow, so Arizona's done. Oregon State will play Louisville. Coastal moves on to the winner bracket. And then you've got an elimination game, I guess, tomorrow between Murray State and Arkansas. The winner of that will play the loser of LSU and UCLA. So, getting down. Great uniform matchup, by the way, by UCLA Murray State. And then another uniform matchup by UCLA LSU is going to be an all-timer. So, ACC, Sun Belt, Pac-12 remain up there. We need Murray State to win so we can get the SEC the hell out of there. So Murray State, you better win tomorrow, beat Arkansas. And then we need UCLA to beat LSU, and then we need Murray State to beat LSU, and then the SEC will be done, and there will be no SEC championship, and their reign of tyranny will be over, and everybody could shut up. Right? Agreed?
Yeah.
But it got kind of ugly there for Murray State the other day, early on, but they can hit, so they made a nice valiant effort comeback. I didn't watch much of the LSU Arkansas game. I can't remember what I was doing. I think we were doing a recap maybe. I was watching the Stanley Cup or something. But anyways, College World Series in full swing. We'll have more on that tomorrow. Anything else? What a tradition.
Dak Prescott was 14 for 19 with 4 TDs at OTAs the other day.
Okay. That's not what I meant. I meant about baseball.
And it sounds like Pickens is jailing pretty well.
Okay. That's not at all what I meant. I was talking baseball, dude. You can't just throw Cowboys on me without.
You were talking about Omaha, right? Omaha's football.
Okay, so College World Series, let's get it done. Next, we have the Shambles Meter, a staple of the Sunday show. We have 4 topics that are graded on a scale of green is no shambles, red is full on blown shambles, RG3 eating the croissant picture. Number 4 on the Shambles Meter are the movies. Number 3 are the Bengals. Number 2 are guys who quit football. Number 1 are U.S. men's national team soccer haters. Okay. Number 4, the movies. Mm-hmm. Why the movies? Took the kids to the movie today, Tex. Was very disappointed in the quality and the quantity of pre-movie previews. Pretty sure there were only like 3 previews. Back in our day, there used to be at least 15 to 20 minutes of previews. And now there are no longer that many previews. And I think it's because they suck at making movies now, and nobody can make any movies at all, ever.
Yeah, just because there was, I think it's based on what theater you go to, because there's a bunch at ours.
Oh,
I think it's just based on whatever theater you're going to.
Okay.
And I'm guessing they get paid because it seemed like, because we even had a Jurassic Park preview at ours, but it was like nerfed way down. So I still don't know if it's like now they gotten to where it's so flexible that they pay the theaters for previews.
Okay. That would make sense, because I was sitting there like, okay, kids, the movies, and then like 5 minutes later, the movie was on. I was like, "Where's all the previews, man? How am I supposed to get hyped for movies? Huh? I don't get it." I was very disappointed. By the way, candy we went with, the drink, which I never drink soft drinks, but I did mix a little Sprite into my lemonade. But I only filled it up like a third of the way because I felt so bad after I left there.
I always get the seltzers. I just get the seltzer water. Whatever, what is it? The LaCroix, no, the water. I think they have Waterloo or something like that.
What kind of movie theaters are you going to? They got gold
AMC.
toilets in there?
Yeah,
we don't have that.
They got those. They got those crazy drink machines where you can pick like.
Oh yeah.
All the options of soda. It has like all 12 versions of Coke. You got the cherry Coke, the vanilla Coke, the cherry vanilla Coke. You got cream soda Coke, creamsicle Coke, orange Coke, peat flavored Coke.
No, we don't have that. It was just a straight up fountain. So I got a little lemonade and some Sprite.
And then you're probably crushing some popcorn.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of popcorn.
Yeah, that's what gets me is the popcorn. So I let all my kids go first, and I was like, all right, there's only a little bit left. I can only eat a little bit because if there's popcorn in that bucket, I'm eating it. Like I'm just gonna eat it.
Oh yeah.
If it's there and the movie's on, I'm eating it.
You gotta bring gum or something so you gotta have a buffer. You can't go into a movie theater and I don't know. And then I got those chocolate covered cookie dough bites. I had a few of those.
Those things are terrible for you. 100%.
They are, but I didn't eat the whole thing. I was like, oh my God, I was like, I can't eat this. I felt so bad for like 2 hours.
You drank 40 beers. That's probably what you felt like.
Honestly.
You had a food hangover.
My kids were so excited, dude. They love getting that little box with the popcorn and then the candy and the thing. It was awesome.
Oh, you know what we do? Whenever we leave, I fill up with slushies. I don't care. I pay for the drinks, but I get slushies anyways.
Slushies.
Kids are like, "Can we get a slushie?" I'm like, "Well, get a drink first, and then on the way out, we'll get a slushie." And that's what we did.
See, we don't have all that. They do sell beer in the theater that we have down here.
They do. Same. It's got a little bar in there, but
you have the reclining seats.
Yep.
Wow. B. McCormick turned a 5-6 legger cashed. Make it 5 winners today. He turned $3 into 25 on DraftKings. Shout out B. McCormick. Nice. Let's go. Okay, so the movie's Shambles. Well, at least the movie theater I went to. But the movie was cool. How to Train Your Dragon is a good movie. That is a very good movie.
It was almost the exact same movie as the cartoon.
Yep.
Which I'm fine with. There's some slight differences that didn't really change anything in the story.
Right. Like that speech that What's-His-Face gave.
Yeah.
Also, did I watch the U.S. Open in the theater? Yes, I did. I had my phone on watching golf. Father's Day. I got a pass. Okay, number 3 on the Shambles meter are the Bengals, because what the hell is this? In the Bengals locker room on a big orange sign in their weight room, taking up a humongous wall up above their mirrors in their weight room. A Bengal is PHAT, fat, physical, hungry, accountable teammate who will give their all to get the job done. This might be the worst acronym I've ever seen in my life. Like, if you walk into the weight,
I love it. I love it.
You love it?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not, dude. This is a Bengal is claw, collected, cooperative, listener, aggressive, winner. Claw. A Bengal is claw. There. I came up with a better one in 5 seconds, you idiots.
No, I love this one.
Fat? A Bengal is fang. Fierce. Aggressive. Never quits.
Nope, you got 2 words right there. It's already out.
No. You can do that. I've heard that before. The coach for Jacksonville did it. Never quits and great teammate. There you go. Fang. A Bengal is fang and claw.
Great teammate.
Yep. A Bengal is stripes. We could do that too. Selective. Teammate. Ready. Intellectual. persistent, and what's another S? Unselfishness, but the S starts in the middle of it. Stripes. There you go. Fat? Are you kidding me?
Nope.
So bad.
I love it.
So bad.
PHAT fat.
Oh my gosh, dude. They need those shorts with the word fat on them. PHAT. You remember those? You remember those pants? Like the felt ones that had fat across the butt?
Oh yeah.
If I was the Bengals, you'd have to get some of those pants.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, "Where'd you get those?" Be like, "That's our mantra. Like, that's who we are. We're fat." That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Also, people who quit football on the Shambles Meter. Because this picture went viral of this guy who quote says, "Hi all." I don't know where this is from, like a Reddit feed. "I just wanted to introduce myself and share a photo of this week's game. I am 6'5", 290 pounds, and 61 years old. Playing semi-pro still. Played pro in the 80s. Only player to play competitive football in 6 decades. I start and on top of our team stats 2 years ago. Led the league in sacks. This is my last season. Great to be in this site." So I'm assuming this is some Reddit football, and it's a guy who plays for some semi-pro Longhorns team who is 61 years old. He's a unit, buddy. This is a football guy.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine playing?
Is he wearing like the old school headphones there? Where it's got like the radio transmitter on top where you can listen to the game as you're going?
Oh, he might be. Also, shout out because he goes with the rubber elbow pads. J.Y. pointed this out. You know this guy played back in the 80s because the knee pads he's wearing. It doesn't look like he's wearing any hip pads, though.
No, he doesn't. No girdle.
That's a bold move for a guy who's of that age, but you got to respect him, dude. Got to respect that. Led the league in sacks. So everybody who quit football because you can't play and it's too tough, yeah, right, dude.
Be more like this guy.
And the U.S. men's national team soccer haters. A lot of criticism over the last week or so, but they won tonight in the Gold Cup, 5-0, 5-0. They beat Trinidad and Tobago. America's back.
I don't know, man. What's his face isn't playing? Our best player, Pulisic. Yeah,
Pulisic.
And all the old heads are mad at him because he's not playing.
Well, yeah,
he's saying he's resting to get ready for the World Cup or something. I don't know.
That's tip. There was a. Oh, dude. Oh, B. McCormick wants you to bet him Cowboys less than 10.5 wins this season. He says, "Bet me, Tex."
Okay, I bet you.
Butch P. Stripe it up, dude.
Yes.
Stripe it up. What is that a picture of?
Oakmont.
Dude, tell us what you thought. Did you watch that?
It's the push mode. It's the push mode rough.
That's the push mode rough right there.
Did you watch it?
No, I did not. I'm out of town, so.
Oh, okay.
I wish I did, but
you heard about it, right?
Oh yeah, I heard about it. That's some golf right there.
Should I play the video for him again, Tex?
Do it.
So what did you think? Do you think JJ Spaun is a deserving champion of the U.S. Open?
JJ is a solid golfer. He comes up in the weirdest moments and wins a tournament. And I want to say this is absolutely one of those moments where it's just like your best place to be out there was in the clubhouse.
Okay, yes, I like that.
But JJ came out and birdied those last 2 holes and won the tournament because it was like, who's going to win this thing?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Who wants it?
I exactly. That's we're sitting there watching. It was like I was telling Tex like from hole 14 and 15 on, it was like, okay, this putt's for the lead. This putt's for like everybody was hitting putts for the lead from like 14 to 15 on. It was insane.
And and you look at it and you're like, this is probably the worst golf that anybody's seen the number one golfer in the world play. And what does he do? Oh, hello, finds himself back in the top 10.
Yeah, so I said Scotty Scheffler putted and drove the ball, the worst I've ever seen him putt and drive the ball. And there he's still top 7. It's like somebody, if you keep F around and you're about to Scotty around and find out. If you keep somebody make a putt, damn it.
Is everybody just trying to give it to him? But anyway, I mean, hey, JJ Spaun, congratulations on that. But it was that's a grueling 4 days of golf right there.
Dude, only person under par.
Right. Yeah.
Here you go. I'm going to pause it every so often. About halfway there. Absolutely insane, dude. Because he saw Victor Hovland do it before. I'm like, Victor Hovland's in the same exact spot.
Whoa!
Oh! 65-footer. Crowd's going nuts.
All right, Jack Nicklaus.
Dude, I was saying the crazy thing is that, oh, there you are. The crazy thing is that we just watched highlights of 2008 Tiger Woods when he had to drain 2 long putts to win it. And before that on hole 12, JJ Spaun buried a 40-foot putt on hole 12, and then he buried that one on hole 18. It was freaking insane.
You clear 100 feet in 2 putts, you're doing something.
And he drove the green on 17.
Dude, that was the most. I was on the phone with my dad at the time.
Did he about hole in 117?
Butch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went right. He almost hit the flag pin on 17.
Oh, that would have
Butch,
been epic.
Did you see that Dak Prescott was 15 for 19 at OTAs with 4 TDs? Dude. And he's talking. They interviewed him and they're asking questions about Pickens, and he was like, "Hey, you can't believe everything you hear. He's here. He's part of the team. He loves being here. He loves the guys. He's a locker room guy."
Get ready, guys. Cowboys year.
Here we go.
Can't wait.
Football's back.
Can't wait.
Oh no, I have not seen the fan view of that putt. It's on Insta. It's awesome. Butch P's L drill looks like the Cowboys O line. B. McCormick for the top rope. Let's go, dude. Yes.
Hey, has he seen my L drill?
Yeah, I bet he has. B. McCormick always is. He's seen everything.
Did we post that somewhere?
No, I didn't post.
We showed it on live or on the thing one night.
Jay, I agree that the 18, the putt was iconic. With the fact that he went and drove 17, he's like, I'm going to go win this golf tournament.
Well, I think too. He got a lot of bad breaks on the front 9 too. I mean, he hit a rake stick. I mean,
that's right.
On 4, I was with him on 5, and his ball, you couldn't even barely see the ball. You could only see a speck of white. And it's just like he couldn't believe how deep it was. He caught a bad break on another hole too, but like he was 5 over, I think, on the front 9.
He shot a 40.
So the break helped him regroup, and he came out on fire. Nobody played better and more consistent than him all week.
Agreed. You said he was Ryder Cup. You said put him on the Ryder Cup.
Why not? He's top 5 money earned this year.
Yeah.
Captain America. He saved the leaderboard. I was telling with Tex Hour talking this earlier. There were so many dudes that weren't American up there that were about to win the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, I'm about to bury the 65-footer."
Guess who?
He should have planted an American flag like Baker Mayfield did at Texas or whatever that was. That's what he should have done.
Hey, new face of Puma.
Hey, is he a leaderboard guy? Does he look at the board?
Not really. I mean, he's pretty even keel. I mean, he's quiet. Like trying to get sound from him all week was like the hardest thing I've done in a while. He's just him and his caddy both speak. They talk quietly, like not just whisper, but just they have low voices. So it's just they didn't seem to get bothered by much.
We said it. Look who was in the final pairings. Like it was Adam Scott, JJ Spaun, like these dudes that just they don't do anything overly special. They just
like we talked about last night, and Tex keeps wanting to bring football into our golf, so we'll bring the golf to his football.
Meet him halfway.
Golly.
Meet me halfway. You start walking one way, and I'll start walking yours. Meet in the middle.
I mean,
between those Georgia hedges, baby.
Ooh.
Like I said last night.
Hedges, here's one, and here's the other.
Yeah.
On our recap show last night, it's like watching Iowa football. I mean, It was I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust for those guys.
Punts.
Yeah.
Punts.
Punt the ball inside the 20s.
Get a couple birdies and then par the rest of the way. I mean, it was kick a field goal and play defense.
You
get it across the 40, then you can down them inside the 20. Come on.
Today though, I don't know which team is best described, but he gave up a couple early touchdowns and had to claw his way back.
That was who used to do that? Oh, damn, I forgot the meme. I put it up there. I did 28-3 meme.
Yes, you did.
I did. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Wonder if I can still add it. I did the 28-3 meme where I just put the Oakmont logo as the Falcons 28 and JJ Spaun's face as the 3, as the Patriots. I'm addicted to that meme. I can't stop.
Is that the Super Bowl score?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over. It doesn't matter what it is. I was late for work. It was like I just put my work logo 28 and then my face is 3. I can't stop.
Does Dylon get mad that you don't use the Vikings comeback?
Where do they come back from?
Was that with Kirk Cousins that year? They were down like 35.
Yeah, they were playing the Colts with Frank Wright. Frank Wright has been a part of every single biggest comeback in football history.
There it is. I did the meme.
Which he was day one leader, so
Yeah.
That was just for today. 28-3 meme.
Dude, it's like nobody wanted to win this tournament today. And then they announced that if it was a tie, that they were going to finish tomorrow. I mean, I don't think every fan cheered. I think everybody at the course, including productions, and everybody cheered when he made that putt.
Everybody wanted to come back tomorrow.
So wet and tired. It was a long day. Nobody wanted to come back tomorrow.
For as tough as that course was, as much as the course wants to put its chest out there, that thing can't hold water worth a crap.
And they bragged about how it could.
If it rained it just flooded.
Yeah. I mean, they were complaining. There was a couple shots that I thought, and I think everybody thought a player should have gotten some relief because of standing water, and they wouldn't do it.
Sam Burns, he was furious.
I would have been too.
He did a practice swing, and it was like a freaking geyser out there.
There was some guys they were trying to putt, and they had to come squeegee the greens because they would have putted through water.
Unbelievable.
We were on 9 when the rain first hit, and it was a river. I mean, there was a river on the green.
That's pathetic.
You're at your local putt course.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, skip over the water.
Welcome to Jungle
Land. It lies.
Yeah.
13 inches of rain in the past 2 weeks, most in Allegheny County history. Oh, here he comes. Now he wants to defend his people. There he goes.
Dude, I felt bad for Hatton too on 17. I was with him when he hit his ball and it went into the rough, and then he line drived it to the other rough, and then he duffed it to the second cut. I was just like, oh my God.
And that's on 17.
Yeah, he just lost the U.S. Open because he was tied. He was tied for the lead at that point. And if he would have birdied, he would have gotten to even and taken the solo lead.
Dude,
from Bobby Knight.
I would tell you this. I don't know how his temper is now, but I would not want to be in that locker room when he turned the corner.
Oh, he would have Wyndham Clarked it.
I was going to say Wyndham Clark basically went freaking Antonio Brown on him. I love on the broadcast. They were like,
did you hear what Hatton said? He said he's been able to play so well at this course because He's like, everybody else is getting mad and they don't know how to play when they're mad. He goes, I'm always mad. So it
Dude, I
doesn't
love
bother
that
me.
take. That's incredible. Dude, I love how on the broadcast they're like, "Oh, Adam Scott can't catch a break." I'm like, "Don't hit it in the rough, you idiot!" Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? He can't get a break. Yeah, you get a break. You hit it in the fairway, dude. Like,
That's the only, and you may get a break then.
After the rain delay, we came back out there and we were on 9. So like we had to get back up to 9 to get the guys. So we started going up between 10 and 9 and we got about halfway and the cart wasn't going anywhere. So I whipped it to the side, parked it in the middle. So I had enough room to still go and turn around and go back down. So I go up with Hovland and Spaun after they hit their fairway shots. And I go up to the green with them. They move on. So I come back down to get Scott and Sam Burns. And Scott's shot almost went in the 10 fairway. And it was like right in all the mud and stuff. And right between his line and his ball was our cart. So I was like, crap, now I got to move the cart. It's like getting stuck. And somebody had to help push it. It was like, hit a blue tarp on it too. So it was like super noticeable, like not hidden. I was like, come on, Adam Scott, hit the ball in the fairway.
Oh, he can't catch a break. Dude. You mean he can't catch a break from hitting the ball in the rough? He's the one hitting the ball. Yeah. The rough is not designed to give you a break. What do you mean give you a break?
Hey, tell your guys to upgrade you to a side-by-side where you be enclosed.
Dude, for real. Also, I need your guys' opinion. I need your opinion on this thing. Tex said he loves a Bengal is fat, P-H-A-T. Tex loves it. And we just came up with like 3 more acronyms that were way better than this.
By we, he means him.
Yes.
And they were also a bunch of two-letter. He was like super teammate. Gives thanks.
That's what the Jacksonville coach does. If Liam Cohen can do it, Duval, then I can do it.
It had like a word with an S in the middle of it. Didn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Hey.
And people forget about the middle. What do you think about this?
Fat?
Yeah.
P-H-A-T?
Yeah.
P-H-A-T,
physical,
fat.
hungry, accountable teammate.
I said they need to get those pants that have that written across their butt.
Teammate means stays hydrated.
Are you going to put it up on the screen?
He has the fat one. You gonna put what are the other ones?
Yeah, I don't even remember. I just put a Bengal. I made one that said a Bengal is claw. Cooperative, leadership, accountable, winner. That's better than fat.
I have no idea what
you can't see it?
No.
I don't know if you're joking or not. You see it now?
There it is.
Okay.
No, I wasn't joking. Like I wouldn't joke about that if I couldn't see it.
Okay. I believe you because that's happened before.
There you go. Oh yeah, here's your dude.
What about this guy? What about being 61, still just 3 fingers in the dirt? Forever your pride. App State OL.
Dude, hang it up, dude.
Dude, no. Keep it going, dude.
Look how lopsided his headphones are. Like one of them's not even on his ear.
I honestly thought it was the dude from Waterboy at first, and then I started reading the actual paragraph of this thing, and I was like, "Holy crap! This is actually a real
He's
the
dude. Only player to play competitive football in 6 decades.
His pants aren't even tight. Like his pictures, he's not even making a tackle either.
He's got the old school drawstring pants there.
Yeah, with the belt.
Is this AI? Is this AI
I don't know.
generated?
What?
I don't know.
Is this what Texas University is sending out this year?
Longhorns. Horns
what do you have
down,
to say
dude.
for yourself, Tex?
Championship.
All right, and then we just got to the U.S. men's. Also, shout out to Tim Howard for basically just calling all these pansies out. He said, I'm not a mentor to any of these players, not any of their friends. The decision that they make are garnered by a culture that's created. And he was talking about how they just decide when they want to play and nobody holds them accountable. I'm like, yeah, welcome to the modern athlete, buddy.
Yeah.
The NBA started all
this.
this.
Is what I was talking? This is what I was talking about because Landon Donovan said some of the same stuff.
Yeah,
he was, because Pucelik wasn't playing in some of these games in the whatever cup they're playing.
Well,
she's like, I'm resting up for the World Cup, which is in like 6 months. Come on.
They're load managing 6 months out. That's what the NBA has done to sports.
Well, Tim Howard and Landon Donovan have a podcast now, so
yeah, they're in the game of like I got to say a viral clip. But some of the stuff he was saying, I was like, that's right.
I don't disagree with what he's saying. Our guys need to play. I mean, the issue is like none of them ever play together. So the only time they play together is when they have to play in these qualifying games or in the actual World Cup, and they don't know how to play together.
No, well, yeah, I see what you're saying, though. Tim Howard and Donovan have a podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They're like-minded guys, so it makes sense that they would be a podcast, Like they want to get our guys to understand that you put in the effort now.
Yeah.
And
he's like, it was a dog
year. Then you're going to see the results when you go up against better competition.
I just think the one of the hard things that the U.S. is having to deal with is like they're pulling from so many different places too. Like, well, for one, our best athletes aren't playing soccer, but two, the best soccer players, some of them are playing in Europe, some of them are playing in the MLS, some of them are playing elsewhere, some of them are in Europe, but they're sitting on the bench, so they're actually not even playing.
Which is the worst thing to be doing.
All these other countries, their guys are playing in Europe. And they're playing. Like, I don't know.
I just agree with him saying like you've got to establish because his story whenever he was doing this whole thing was, it was well known that I was hurt and I was going to play through this injury because if not, I was not going to get to play. He said somebody's going to take my job, and he goes, these guys, it's been established that they can sit out and their job is safe. And he's like, what the hell is that about? That's not how it should be. Yeah. Like if you don't play, you shouldn't. Then you lose your spot.
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of those things that we're not penalizing you for not playing. We're rewarding the other guy that wants to play.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It's and
then you start understanding. Oh, I get it now. I play.
Well, they made it so difficult that like all of us, the player has to say is like, I'm trying to stay healthy and I don't want to get hurt. And so like now it's whenever you say, well, that's stupid, they're gonna be like, oh, well, he doesn't care about the players. It's like, okay, all right, so you can't
practice. We're talking about practice.
Oh, we
nobody
all
plays,
sports
nobody
too,
practices.
We all played sports too. It's like, why do you have training camp? So you all can learn how to play together.
Yeah.
Why do you have World Cup qualifying matches and practices so you can learn how to play together? If they're not playing in those, then you don't ever learn how to play together. So when you have the ball, when you're dribbling the ball, do you know that somebody's making a run? Do you trust that somebody's making a run on the wing that you can get it to them? No, because you haven't played with them. So you don't know if they're going to be there or not.
You don't know their tendencies.
Yeah.
You've also got to get through the whole story arc of a team, forming,
I'd be storming,
norming, and performing.
I know you would, Butch. But guess what?
Hey,
we've got years of practice together, so I know you're going to do that.
Hey, the L drill, though. See, I make a video of a run.
I like that story arc of a team text. That's good. It's nice.
Yeah, they go to camp together.
Oh, have they played poker together with quarters?
They sleep on air mattresses in the gym.
Yes.
Also, okay.
Did you share a fan together?
What kind of fan?
What kind of fan? Shout out Novak and Mike Kim. They both made the cut. Lauer and Hubbs did not. But
Novak played with Roy today.
He did. Roy was round of the day.
Because he didn't want to be there, so it's easier to play.
Yeah. Well, now we put up this graphic earlier about how he's like, now I'm going to get ready for a home open, the open. Like, if I can't get up that mountain, I've already climbed it. He did this whole thing. So
I hope he misses cut.
On that note, I've got a fun little.
That was good.
If you're allergic to electric guitars, hold your. Okay, here we go. I saw this list and I got really mad. This is the best quarterback team marriages, and I think this list by Henry McKenna is an absolute joke.
I agree.
Okay.
Go Knicks.
Don't give us Dak Prescott's spring game stats again, okay, against Air and 7-on-7 camp. Nobody cares.
Don't get mad. Why are you getting mad about?
I don't want you to. I was like, is there anything else? And he starts talking about the Cowboys mini camp or whatever. And I'm like, I mean about the college.
I'm just saying, Dak seems locked in. That's all I'm saying.
Good.
He's always locked in, dude, to the wrong guy.
I'm a Cowboys
not
fan,
true.
but that was pretty good.
I love how most lists
and 7-on-7.
I love how most lists are top 10 lists, but they made it 11 so they could add Caleb Williams.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, all right, so number 1 is Lamar and the Ravens. 2 is Mahomes and the Chiefs. 3 is
If you're going to do 11, do them all.
Right. I mean, what's 11 doing? Like, what is that? 4, Baker and the Bucks. 5, Hurts, Eagles. 6, Goff, Lions. 7, Knicks, Bengals. 8, Knicks, Broncos. 8 is Burrow, Bengals. 9 is Josh Allen, the Bills. 10 is Jaden Daniels, Commanders. 11 is Caleb Williams and the Bears. You have one more space, first of all. Put the 12th team on there.
Yeah. Who is Henry McKenna's?
I don't know. Secondly, why is Lamar Jackson number 1 with the Ravens? They literally tried to shop him like a year or 2 ago. How is that the best?
What does this mean? The quarterback team marriages? Are they married to the team?
Married to each other, dude. How is Mahomes and Allen not first?
Like financially?
I don't know what it means. It's open-ended, and I just got mad about it because Purdy wasn't on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Where the hell is Justin Herbert?
Dak's not on there. Jeez.
Well, did they? Is that a good marriage? Because Dak took all the money.
Well, I mean, that's normally what happens in the marriage.
Lamar took all the Ravens' money.
That's right. Where's CJ Stroud?
So Dak's the – never mind.
Where's CJ Stroud and the Texans? Where's Herbert and the Chargers? Jim Harbaugh's about to get a tattoo of Herbert on his
what quarterback is not a good marriage for their team?
I don't
know. I wrote them all down. Tua in Miami. They don't like him.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to spend too much time on this.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams almost weren't even together.
Dude, next slide. Get this out of here. This is trash. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Give it to Austin.
Caleb Williams didn't even want to be with the Bears.
Josh Allen should be number 1.
Of course. Brock Purdy should be number 1.
Absolutely. Rodgers Steelers.
Rodgers Steelers should be top 5. Both past their prime. Can't give it up. Perfect marriage.
I like that. Good take.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, love that. That was a story arc, too, because the last time they both were in a Super Bowl was when they played each other. Wow.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Bemo's a Panthers fan now. I saw his hat in that video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this was a Mount Rushmore. No haters. I didn't agree. John Cena has a lot of haters. The other 3, not so much. I don't know why I put this on here. It's just a celebrity with no haters. It's Jackie Chan.
There's only 3 guys up there.
Oh, that's right. That's where they made the mistake. That's good, dude. Keanu Reeves, John Cena, Steve Irwin. I agree with that, but except John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena's got haters.
John Cena's a heel now.
They should have put Chuck Norris in there.
Oh,
you're right.
John Cena.
You're right.
Because, I mean, Chuck Norris, even if you had a problem with him, he'd kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's right.
You wouldn't be able to tell him.
Yeah.
God, I used to love the Walker, Texas Rangers, dude. Those episodes. Okay.
And maybe Willie Nelson.
I don't like Willie Nelson.
Wow. So you're a hater of Willie Nelson?
Wow.
Yeah,
You hate free speech?
I don't really enjoy his music. I don't. We've been through this before. I don't enjoy Willie Nelson's music.
I think he does a really good rendition of Frosty the Snowman.
Brother, you don't like Poncho and Lefty?
No.
You're left-handed.
Don't appropriate his culture, Butch.
Yeah. His song is not my culture.
I've got nipples. Can you milk me, Butch?
I just stated a song title. That's it.
Okay. I think we're on to hang the banners. If nobody wants to debate who's a hater, who's a hater on this random list that I found. It was said it was going viral. I'm like, really? Jackie Chan, Keanu Reeves, Steve Irwin, definitely no haters. John Cena, disagree. You can't say somebody from WWE. No.
The time is up. My time is now.
So
You can't see me. I'm on
You
rock.
can't
Mount
be a rapper
Rushmore.
if you don't have haters either.
Yeah,
right?
It's true. A good rapper.
If you're a good rapper, you got haters somewhere. So this is BS.
Let me ask you this. Just
Okay.
thinking through. Did Sting have haters?
Sting?
The
Yeah.
wrestler.
Oh, for sure.
Did Mankind have haters? Because
Mm.
I don't
When
think
he was,
anybody hated.
I think when he was Dude Love and
think he
Jake the
hated
Snake.
himself.
Yeah, but Mankind. I'm not saying. Mankind was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That
Hey, Mr. Sacco.
that intro that he had with the cars wrecking.
dude, yeah, Mankind definitely had haters. People hated to see him come out.
Okay.
If you're in the ring.
People, that's the
know,
funny thing
it's
too,
like-
is that everybody credits DX and Stone Cold and The Rock for
The Attitude Era.
the Attitude Era, but the night that everything changed was when Mankind won the World Championship, because they announced that he was going to do that on WCW, and when they announced that, everybody flipped to Raw, and that was the night that the ratings changed.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
So replace John Cena with Mankind.
Mick
He's a
Foley's also
unifier.
from Buffalo.
Eddie's got the best gif of all time, where oh my God, he broke him right in half.
My God, he broke him in half. Stop the damn man.
He killed him.
Yeah. You can't let him. Stop the damn match. He broke him in half. He's
Also
laying
Mankind.
sideways. Oh my God.
Mankind's from Buffalo too. So, end of story.
Didn't he have Mr. Sacco?
No wonder he loved going through tables.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That was a great list. Good job. Oh, okay. What's next? Hang the banners. Everybody ready? If you don't have one, I've got some that I can pass along. So if you need one, raise your hand. I'll give you one. I have a ton. You can't have mine, though.
Hang on.
What?
I got mine.
Okay, hang the banners. I'm going to play the music. Shh.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the banners. Who wants to go first? I am prepared.
You need to go first so we won't take yours. Since you
Hang
have
the
so
banner
many.
for the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament. This thing is absolutely electric. I love it every year. It's must-see TV. Look at all these people that come to watch a boat back in and lift up a 500-pound marlin. It's a little small waterfront on the east coast of North Carolina and the southern Outer Banks at Morehead City, right down the road from me, somewhere we went to growing up forever. And this tournament is awesome, and it was drama-filled, and it's everything that they needed. They had a team bring a marlin in that was over 600 pounds. The second to last day, it got disqualified. So everybody's like, oh, no. Is there another one that somebody's going to bring in on
Here
the
we go
last day?
again.
What?
Remember, was it last year or the year before
I think
last?
it was
where
2
they had
years
that one
ago.
that came in, and it was something happened to it on the way up, or
Mutilated.
That was last year.
and they got
Right?
disqualified, and the other team won.
2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you can see this is the one that came in, and I saw that it was called the Sensation, that boat that got DQ'd for their mutilated marlin. And they were all over this. They were like, let's see what they do with this one. And they ended up disqualifying it anyways because it's got that huge chunk taken out of it. I'm assuming that's a shark bite. But
I mean, if you can see the chunk from here in the photos,
yeah.
I mean, that kind of goes against the rules. That's DQ, you know?
Yep. So, I mean, on that place
Hard to
is
argue
so cool.
that one.
The last day at 3:15, you get the update that somebody has boated a blue marlin and they're coming in, and the video was everything you'd want it to be about dudes who just won life-changing money. It was unreal. So it's a local boat called Morehead City, Big Trouble. Won the 67th Blue Marlin tournament. They got the Fabulous Fisherman with $800,000, and then they got another 2.5 million. They won almost $3 million for this fish. It was incredible. They caught it at the buzzer too, dude. Look at them. They got champagne. They crossed the threshold of Fabulous Fisherman by 17 pounds. They went nuts. Champagne everywhere. 517 slapped on the side of the marlin. These dudes are about to have the night of their life. Can you imagine if we were out on a boat and we caught the winning marlin? We were about to win millions of dollars.
Oh, you wouldn't want to be around us.
Look at that, dude. When they had that fish on the boat and everything looked good, they were slamming beers. No doubt about it. There they are with their $800,000 check. The crowd went nuts. I don't know what Pop was out, or Spaun, or these guys at the Blue Marlin. So that's my first hang the banner. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Tex.
I'll go. Do you have the video?
Oh gosh, no. Hold on. I can find it though.
So Justin Turner,
go ahead,
pitcher for the Cubs, and he was fan of the game for being excited for a dude who just hit a home run. But he's in the dugout, in the locker room. You know, he's watching it on TV. It's not his day to pitch, and his dude hit a home run, so he's excited. And I guess one of their things is to try and get each other, like in that movie Waiting. And so he's got a pair of fake testicles that are dangling from his pants, and they pan to him as
here you go.
A fan of the game. And they didn't catch the bottom of the screen where they're just dangling there as he's jumping up and down celebrating.
There you go.
But
are we sure they're fake?
I'm pretty sure they're fake.
He's hanging up from the top.
If not, he's an alto. It looks like Sam Burns' glove on the back of his belt.
Dude.
Somebody else does that too. I saw it today. Oh, who was it?
Baseball.
Cam Young. Cam Young does that too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Are we missing out on something?
I don't know.
What's going on?
That's mine. Hang the banner on guys being dudes and good teammates.
Love that. That was a good one. Anybody else?
Look, I'm going to hang the banner for, I'm assuming they're volunteer, but the young grounds crew, because I don't know how many pounds of mulch they shoveled into trucks over the last 3 days, but the entire time that we were at the course, they were shoveling mulch to spread so people could have places to walk and get around the course, even though half the fans left halfway through the tournament, because that's what they do in Pittsburgh because their team is terrible. But shout out to those guys and those kids who work their ass off shoveling mulch. And we all know how hard it is and how tough it is to shovel mulch. And to do it for 3 days straight, hang the banner for those kids.
Hang it. Was Aaron Rodgers there? He should have been there for his state.
No, he's married to the game.
That's true. Good point. Bush, do you have one?
Well, I'll stick with Oakmont. Hang the banner. Americans came
Let's
through.
go.
JJ Spaun. U.S.
Put the country
Open.
on your back.
He won the US Open. Let's go.
It was funny. Keegan was on 18 when Adam Scott was trying to tee off on 10. And coincidentally, Keegan made his putt as Adam Scott was like about to be in his backswing. So the whole crowd started chanting USA, USA, USA. So Adam Scott had to back off his swing to regroup. So
They started chanting USA after JJ Spaun won it too.
that's like the only thing they know how to do.
I'm here for it. If that's all
Yeah.
if you're gonna chant one thing, make it USA.
Yeah. They
I
could have
mean,
chanted JJ, JJ, JJ.
They probably
could
didn't
have,
know
but
who it was.
They
But it
chanted
wasn't
Victor.
Scotty.
Victor, Victor.
yeah, right. Victor's not from here. He's from Norway.
Yeah.
That's America's green, buddy.
Hey, do you think Rory is for sure going to live now? It
I
may have been a
think
year.
so. I would think so.
I think Eric or Tex said he's gonna. Tex said he's gonna. He said he's just gonna retire next year. He's gonna be out for a year.
My hot take is he's done after this year.
He
can't find the motivation.
He plays the minimum amount of events.
Yep.
That he can play to keep his card.
Maybe.
Well, actually, I think he has a lifetime card because of how many wins he has.
My hot take was that he needs to go to toughen himself up on the media tour. He needs to go down on Paul Feinbaum's show and let SEC fans just yell at him for like 3 months straight. And just, you ain't played nobody, Rory. You ain't played nobody, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me just for 3 months, you ain't played nobody, Rory. And then he'll straighten himself out. Think he'll do that?
No. How about his club throw today?
He did another club throw?
Yeah. And it bounced right back, and he caught it with the other hand. He actually looked kind of like an athlete.
He's addicted to club throwing.
He threw it, it bounced off his bag, and he caught it in this hand.
Huh. It's like those little drop sticks we do, which my son loves.
I mean, it did seem like even a good shot out there wasn't rewarded. So you were like penalized for making even a good shot, on a golf course. So I'm sure it was pretty frustrating,
There's only one guy under par.
Yeah.
JJ Spaun. USA.
But hey, if that's what it takes to win a major, they've got it there in Oakmont. That's for sure.
Yep.
They've got
the banner. Hey, nobody congratulated me on my team winning the championship, you bunch of losers. Hang the banner for the DC Defenders winning the UFL championship. I am a champion. I will be getting a hat that I will wear on this show. So now I have a football championship. First one to win a football championship in the history of this show. DC Defenders.
Bull malarkey.
What do you mean bull malarkey? I've been a DC Defender since the inception.
We won my team won it the very first year. The Renegades.
Who? Oh, was it the Renegades? I thought you were the Battle
in your
Hawk.
face, dude.
Okay, so you and I.
We won it the very first year.
Wow.
Ouch.
I congratulated you. You didn't congratulate
me? You said you were the first guy to ever win the
you're okay. Hand up. I was wrong there. I was wrong.
Okay. All right.
I forgot about the Renegades.
All right. Mark it at 0.
Move the sticks. And what do we hang the banner? Not hang the banner, or hang the banner for a new Spaceballs 2? What do we think? We know what they do with sequels. They always suck. We're gonna have to see what Happy Gilmore 2 looks like, but it feels like they went too cameo.
I don't know what they're gonna do with this one.
I don't know.
Because if they take it and make it politically correct, then you can't do it.
No, absolutely not.
That was what made the first one so funny.
Yes. I mean, Mel Brooks has he has some very
they remade History of the World, and that was terrible because it was like too correct.
So we're not. That's not a hang the banner, but
Too politically correct. Too politically correct.
be advised.
It's
be
like
aware.
it's like you remember the PC police and their the South Park, and they had what was it, the movie where they flash forward, they flash forward. Was it the movie they made about COVID?
I think so.
Or what's his face with the crutches was the comedian, but
Jimmy?
he was the most Jimmy is the most politically correct comedian. It was just such bad comedy.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll probably watch it, but I don't know how I feel. It's like Super Troopers 2. They tried to make a Super Troopers 2.
Nope. Didn't watch it.
Yeah.
The one was just too good.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anything else?
No.
This was the original. This is the original Mount Rushmore. No haters for us, right?
No.
So the original 4 back together. This is great. I love it. Congratulations, JJ Spaun. Congratulations to me. Both champions on the same day. DC Defenders, JJ Spaun. Social medias. Podcast will be out tomorrow if you're tuning in late. Go back and listen to it. Subscribe. Download the episodes. Give us a 5-star. How about that? We will see you next time, Wednesday. Go Niners.
Go Bills.